Hey, thanks so much for coming by. Before we get to the message today, I just want to say a couple things. Every once in a while, I feel the need to chat. Um, I had someone tell me they really appreciate the opportunity um, to listen to these messages on a different platform on YouTube. And I've heard this as well as the podcast. So it makes me feel really good to know that uh, that it's appreciated these other platforms because we've been this is our 6 years. For 5 years we have been having these amazing conversations in a private group on Facebook, but there's several people um, that are in our circle that aren't on Facebook. And so it's just really nice to receive feedback saying, gosh, thanks so much for having this because I have wanted to hear these conversations. Um, but they're not on Facebook and they have not been able to, so they really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say thank you for letting me for sharing that. We 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 tend to not say things like that for some reason or another. Um, and that kind of feedback is important for me. And then it got me thinking about, how this we're not supposed to take things personally because things have nothing to do with us. And that is really a challenging uh thing there. It brought me to the book, The Four Agreements, by Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. And it is one of the four agreements. Um, the first agreement to be impeccable with your word. The second agreement, don't take anything personally. The third agreement, don't make assumptions. The fourth agreement, always do your best. And then it has a couple other things like breaking old agreements and heaven on earth, etc. Um, but I just thought that taking things personally, I see from my limited view, judgmental view, I suppose, at the moment when I'm thinking about it, um, that I can see where it does affect people. Like I'm like this is I can see where this person's taking it personally, and I see it in me a lot. I take things personally, and it really has nothing to do with us. Um, so I just kind of wanted to look at it for a second here, see if there's any. Second agreement is don't take anything personally. So it says the next three agreements, three of the four, are really born from the first agreement. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. The first agreement, to remind us, was to be impeccable with your word. Whatever happens around you, don't take it personally. So, using an earlier example, he said, if I see you on the street and I say, hey, you are so stupid, without knowing you, then it's not about you. It's about me. If you take it personally, then somehow it resonates. Maybe you believe you're stupid. Maybe you think to yourself, well, how does he know? Is he clairvoyant? Can everybody see how stupid I am? You take it personally because you agree with whatever was said. And as soon as you agree, the poison goes through you. And then you're trapped. I don't know. It says so, without getting too involved in it. It says as soon as you agree, the poison goes through you and you are trapped in the dream. And what causes you to be trapped is what we call personal importance. Personal importance, or taking things personally, is the maximum expression of selfishness because we make the assumption that everything is about me and has nothing to do with us. During the period of our education or our domestication, we learn to take everything personally. We think we are responsible for everything. And even yesterday's message, I'm going to leave it at that for today. Even yesterday's message, though, talked about us feeling the emotions. What did it say yesterday? Right. Mark Nepo was saying, like so many of us, I began in a household where it was somehow my job to be the lightning rod for the family's tensions of unexpressed emotions. And in this way, he learned to be a problem solver, a rescuer, a caretaker. Through two marriages and countless relationships, friendships, I loved by taking on the clouded emotions of those people that I love. And then I'm just going to go over again the exercise meditation we were offered yesterday, which said the next time a loved one voices frustration, disappointment, or pain, notice your reaction and ask yourself, are you problem solving or accepting what they are saying? Are you trying to cheer them up or bear witness to their experience? Are you left holding their pain or deepened for what is shared? And if you can, receiving this pain differently, as if it were a stone dropped into the clear depth of who we are. Let's put some music on and release some of this tension. Relaxing the jaw. Let's go ahead and see if we can. There we go. Hopefully you can hear the music too. And if you're able to, let yourself just have a breath or two here to soften the body, soften the mind, relax the face, relax all these facial expressions, letting it all feel the shoulders come away from the ears. Maybe take the neck from side to side, rolling out any tension in that neck. If you're able to, close your eyes. If you're able to safely, maybe close your eyes. As I said, we're here in this community every single day, and we are in our 6th year. Kudos to us. This year is the Book of Awakening. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. This New York Times best-selling book is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. How does that feel? Even just that. How does that feel? Being present to the life you have. Having the life you want by being present to the life you have. The message we're offered today for this day number 1926 is titled TWIG and Nest. TWIG and Nest. There's a quote here offered to us by Walt Whitman. I think I could turn and live with animals. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Not one is dissatisfied. Ooh. Let's hear it again. I think I could turn and live with animals. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Not one is dissatisfied. That's powerful. It was a very small thing, watching a robin carry a twig too big for its nest. It tried once, then twice to use it, and somehow, with its very small bird brain, it knew it was no good. It simply flew off and picked another one. I went and found the twig. There wasn't a mark on it. I rolled it in my hand and thought of all the times I've labored trying to make things too big fit. So often what we want is like that twig. Too big to be of use. And we stay lodged in an unhappiness created by holding on to something that can't complete our nest. Good golly, let's listen to this. Let's feel it. Our nest, our life, this experience of life, being present for our lives is the message this year. So I love that it was so easy for the bird. It was a very small thing, watching a robin carry a twig too big for its nest. It tried once and tried twice to use it. And then somehow, with this very bird brain, this very small bird brain, it knew it was no good and it simply flew off, let it go, instead of obsessing over it, and picked another one. Just like that. I love this. I'm feeling this experience he went through, Mark. He went and he found the twig. There wasn't a mark on it. He rolled it in his hand. I could feel these thoughts. And he thought about all the times that he's labored trying to make things too big fit. We try to take a square peg, put it in a round hole. The son of a gun isn't working. And we stay lodged in an unhappiness. Let's hear this. We stay lodged in an unhappiness that we created by holding on to something that cannot complete our nest. I'm going to invite you, us, to notice this today. From the subtlest to the grandest. It was humbling to watch a small bird work, singing as it went, leaving what it couldn't use as it found it. If we could only treat each other with such simple kindness. Just think about this for a second. What do you feel? Gosh, I gotta say, the immediate letting go. We struggle with letting things go. How quick, let it go. Okay, and now you're singing a bird tune. It was humbling to watch a small bird work, singing as it went, leaving what it could not use as it found it. The meditation exercise that we're offered today says to meditate on your life as a nest that needs to be put together. Meditate on your life as a nest that needs to be put together. Consider what you are after, considering what you are carrying, consider what you're carrying like a stubborn bird that is too big to be of use. Can you put your life together more thoroughly by taking up some smaller version of what you need? Something that fits. Wow. Do we even see how this could change our entire experience of life? And we, this black or white, yes or no. Maybe just a different version. Can you put your life together more thoroughly by taking up some smaller version of what you need? Something that fits. I gotta say, once again, what's coming up is I think we need time with ourselves. We need time with ourselves to even know, to sense our nest, do inspections on our nest, feel in tune with creation of our nest, co-creation, recreation. Here we are receiving another beautiful message from nature. If we don't, this is so serious. This nest, this is our life experience, right? And we talk about the top 5 regrets and these things because this life does seem to, the amount of things, the speed. I have a definite practice of controlling this pace and it still goes wicked fast. Sometimes it's a blur. You don't even know what happened. Did he just say that? And you get to the end and you're like, well, I don't even know where my life went. And this is real. And so this slowing things down, slowing life down, to me is really important. Because of those top 5 regrets, I'm just going to read them. This is the top 5 regrets of the dying by Bronnie Ware. And I'm just going to read what they are. The regret number 1 is, regret number 1. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself and not the life others expected of me. You know what that means to me? Taking that morning time for what I want to do with it. Having a few thoughts, whatever it is. I like to make my bed. There's certain things, not what people expect of me. Okay, well, maybe the dogs and Steve expect me, or wish I would be in there watching whatever morning show. This is a big one for me because I'm a big recovering people pleaser. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. That is regret number 1. Regret number 2 is, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Regret number 3 is, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. Regret number 4 is, I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. And regret number 5 is, I wish I had let myself be happier. And I think one of the most powerful things that I noticed in going over these top 5 regrets is that every single one of these we can do something about now. We can do something about living true to ourselves. We can do something about not working so hard. The sub-chapters underneath, I wish I hadn't worked so hard, are purpose and intention and simplicity. We can maybe do things simpler to not have to be away working so much, right? There's different things, but the courage to express my feelings, we could do something today. Stay in touch with our friends, we could do something today. Let myself be happier today. These are all things we can do today. It blows my mind. They are the top 5 regrets that kept coming up. That's why I'm here for this practice. Being present for our own lives. Well, this practice might be not resonating, and it might not be as exciting. It might not be any of that, but I cannot think of anything that is more important for us to get under our belt, being present for our own lives. Thank you, Mark Nepo, once again. Can you put your life together more thoroughly by taking up some smaller version of what you need? Something that fits. We're so stubborn with ourselves sometimes. So I love how the bird realized it wasn't going to fit. He tried once or twice. You sometimes got to tweak it a little bit, try. Nobody says don't try a couple different ways, but we're pig-headed sometimes. And this little bird brain, we're so much smarter than. Let it go. Singing away. Not a mark on the twig that he couldn't get to fit. Let it go. Boom. Immediately found what he was looking for because he let it go. Oh my God. We're not going to find it if we don't let that other one go. If he had that one still in his mouth, he would go find what he's needing. Amazing. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thank you again for letting me know that having these on YouTube this year is welcomed, because it's been a few people that have said that, and thanks a lot. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing in this space, for sharing in this practice, valuable to everybody on this planet. Yeah, being present for our own lives. And deep and honest gratitude. Namaste. Namaste. See you tomorrow.